Hi, good morning. I'm here in Austin, Texas at Josephine House with Cassandra from Cassandra Collections. How are you, Cassandra?
I'm good. Just happy to be out of my home with you, sitting next to you.
Isn't it great to venture out
Oh my
into the
gosh.
world a little bit?
It is. It's a little scary, but it's great.
Well, we're outside. I know we're a little bit close because of video restrictions, but we're outside and I think we're safe. So, I wanted to talk about Cassandra. How long did you start your own line, and why did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Well, I started Cassandra Collections almost 10 years ago, or actually just about 10 years ago. I was a journalist for a long time. I studied journalism in college, and then went on to become a managing editor for a women's business publication. And while I was there, all I did was interview female entrepreneurs. So, it was kind of ingrained in me at that point. But then I was constantly traveling, and, I had my computer, my laptop with me when I would go, and I would be interviewing like this, another female entrepreneur, and I would have to, type on my laptop and type up their interview. And at that point, it was when, big fun statement rings were becoming popular, and I could never keep them on. I always had to take it off to type. And I had made earrings and stuff when I was like 6 years old. My mom will say that Cassandra Collection started when I was 6, but, they were a little different then. And so I thought, well, there must be a way to have a ring that makes a statement, but that's easy to wear. And so I kind of started,
Like this one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're big rings. I just started playing around with wire, and I did it for myself. I mean, I made something that fit my lifestyle and helped me be able to, feel nice and accessorized while I was out and about, but also be able to work, and for it to be functional for me. And people started asking me where they came from and where I got them. So I started making more and giving people my email and carrying some in my bag and selling them at Whole Foods or Saks or wherever. It was interesting. It was really fun. It was like, wow, I think I actually have something that people like. And from there, it was just a matter of taking a leap and deciding, okay, this is what I want to do, and I need to focus all of my energy on that.
Great story. And I think I've seen very few people in this world that are better sellers as Cassandra is. She can sell fire to the devil with no problem. So I think that has been a huge thing for her to be able to bring her line to a lot of places. And, as we've known each other for a while, you were doing kind of pop-up shops and bazaars and things like that. So all of a sudden, there's nothing.
Yeah.
What has Cassandra done in these last months to be able to keep up with her business?
So it was pretty scary at the beginning of COVID, and just in the first 2 months, I had 22 shows canceled. So here in Texas and California, and that was a really big scare for me because, like you said, I sell my jewelry because it's personal to me, so I think I can sell it the best. And I had to start really focusing on my online sales, but then also I started doing virtual trunk shows. And that has been a really great way for me to continue to stay connected to my clients, because that's also that's what drives me, is being able to be face to face with my clients. A lot of my pieces are custom, and I show all my stones. So it's kind of fun because many times at my trunk shows, a client has said, I want something like this, and we create something completely new together. So the virtual trunk shows, even though I haven't, it's not completely interacting face to face with someone, it has been my way of continuing to keep up with my clients, continuing to keep up with what they want, and showing them new stones, new pieces, and just really keeping more of a virtual presence in general. I'm on social media all the time with my daughter, myself.
Great pictures, by the way. Who takes those pictures?
Well, myself sometimes, Manuel, my husband, my mom, the few people that we actually see. So yeah, that's been a big help. Just, if there wasn't online, I don't know where we would, I don't know where we would be right now.
And I want to be mindful of sharing with you, and that this is one of the missions of Etho. So the mission of us is giving access to markets to women like Cassandra, so she can focus on the design of her pieces, and the sales come through the online marketplace. As Cassandra, there are a lot of women that the income that they get from selling their pieces is crucial for their family. Isn't that true, Cassandra?
Yes. Yes. There's no difference between my husband and me. It's our life. This is my livelihood. This is our livelihood. This is how we take care of our families. So.
Exactly. So just be mindful that when you buy a piece from Cassandra, it's not only you're buying something unique that no one else will have because she handmades every single piece of it, but also you're empowering a woman who has created an amazing line. And we've been working together for a while now, and the Etho was being born, and we had to wait for the Etho to be completely born and getting all the pieces in place, because as Cassandra makes every single piece by hand, we said, how can we make more pieces so we can have her line in bigger stores nationwide, and at one moment in cities like London and Paris, because I really feel her collection would be very well received in countries like that. So Cassandra, we decided that we're going to get an artisan woman to make your pieces, and then you went on the journey to Mexico.
Yes.
Our team got everything ready for her to come and train the first artisan woman that is making her pieces. Tell us about that journey.
Well, it's been really fun. I feel like it was scary for me at first, but the good thing is that my pieces have there's a science behind them. So I've been to Mexico twice now. Twice? Yes, twice. I actually extended my last trip to continue to teach this beautiful artisan woman, Lucia, how to make my pieces. And since COVID, we've done video calls, just, little refresher courses. It's been, honestly, it's a dream for me, because I was emailing them and saying, I just shipped off the first order that Lucia, of pieces that Lucia made. And that to me was like, I don't know, just, it's so nice to be able to have pieces ready to be shipped. And also it gives me the opportunity to design new pieces, because when hand making everything on my own, I was kind of limited to what I could design, to new creations, because I wanted to focus on what I could make quickly and what I could sell. But I'm so grateful to the Etho and to you. I want to give you a big hug, but it's not COVID. But it's been a dream, honestly, and I just can't wait to continue that relationship with the artisans and have more artisans creating pieces and teaching Lucia new pieces. So it's been really exciting.
So the whole plan was for Cassandra to go back to Mexico, keep teaching Lucia, so start incorporating more artists, and then get those products in bigger outlets. COVID has complicated this a little bit, but I'm very confident that in the next months we'll be able to make the leap, because as long as she has women making the basic pieces, then they come here and Cassandra finishes the pieces. Mm-hmm. So for all of you, you need to know there's a woman in Mexico who her livelihood depends on doing these things, but then they come and Cassandra will finish it for you. So so you're a mother.
I am, to a little girl.
And there's a lot of mothers out there that I feel so much for them, because being a mother in this time and trying to work at the same time taking care of your child when you cannot send them to school, you cannot have people over to take care of them because of restrictions. How are you managing this?
Well, I've honestly, it's been challenging, as all you mothers know, especially, even moms who are just stay-at-home moms, because that's, I think, one of the hardest jobs ever. Not having an outlet for your kid, not being able to take them to the park or have play dates with their friends. It's been difficult, but also a blessing. I mean, being able to spend so much time with my daughter Aurelia has been really lovely. I mean, like I was saying, I have really bad days and really great days, but I've really tried to incorporate her like more into my business, because when I need to do a stone video or something, she knows, and she's like, okay, mommy, it's time, new stones, and like she gets into it and does videos with me, and she's actually, for a toddler, she's very mindful of my workspace and really understands that this is mommy's working now, and that's just because I worked from home since she was a baby, so she knows, like, that's my desk.
She grew up
mommy's
in
sitting
this.
there, and it's interesting because so many people say, how do you manage doing that? There's so many stones everywhere, like little pieces that, little toddler hands can go and grab, and she has her own little rock collection that I've given her, and those are hers. And
She's already rich.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if she can keep them, because trust me, we've lost a few. But so it's been difficult, but you have to adjust, and it's just the way. Unfortunately, it's the way of the world right now, and we're getting by, to say the least.
Great. So starting now till the end of August, every single product from Cassandra Collections sold at the Etho, which she belongs to the curated, which is the best of the best, will have free shipping from the Etho. So go in there and find her different products, the rings, the earrings. It'll be a very special thing for you and a special gift. And I also would love to do a pop-up show with the Etho.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Virtual pop-up with the Etho.
Okay.
And there are some pieces that are exclusive to the Etho that you can't find online anywhere else. So that's fun too, to be able to go and look at those pieces and see that you won't find them on Cassandra Collections or anywhere else.
So we'll let you know the date of the Etho pop-up shop for Cassandra. We'll show you the unique pieces of the Etho. And thank you, Cassandra, for being here and telling us your story and about your amazing life.
Oh, thank you, Monica.
Be able get on the Etho and buy her pieces before you have to buy them from a place like Neiman's, like 3 times the price they are at the Etho right now. I'm just giving you that piece of advice.
Hey, it's not a bad advice, I'll tell you that.